live, Steve.
Are we live?
You are live, Steve.
Did we even ask Earl?
Nope.
Cletus?
Nope.
Hey guys, it's Steve 3000 from MTG Casual Commander. We are in fact live. We're alone in the studio. It's Doug and Steve, and we're gonna try this out. We're gonna just do a live, check some of the messages we have. I have some questions for Doug, our in-house what are you, kind of like a magic historian? I mean, you know what's going on. You're kind of the guy that keeps us in the loop of what's happening in magic.
I am no magic historian, that's for sure.
Okay, all right. But you're the closest thing to ours. Here you go.
Oh, wow,
In
coffee.
a beautiful MTG cup, yes.
I do like the coffee.
All right.
Set this stuff over here and get it out of the way. We just wanted to take a little bit of time with you and see what you had to say. What questions you might have for us here at MTG Casual Commander. And yeah, we're just sitting here. We're gonna wait for you guys to ask questions, and we're gonna have Steve 3000 tell you jokes that are appropriate and appropriate.
No, we got
only.
nothing planned, but you know, who knows? Who knows? You might comb your hair with a balloon. You might do whatever you want. We'll tell you. We'll give you some tips on life, and no, not really. Can you imagine?
I cannot.
Somebody goes, how do I get a date?
All I know is that we're not supposed to be here, and we are anyways.
Yeah, this is kind of the last minute thing, so bear with us. But right now, it's probably, you can't see this on camera, but we can see you. He's logging in right now. But yeah, cool. It's been a hell of a ride. 3 years. MTG Casual Commander. We started out here, and this is kind of our headquarters. We're over at Flatline on Sundays for the Live at 5. But yeah, we do all the stuff, and this is just one of the little parts. Just started with 2 dudes and a Magic the Gathering idea, and we've been going ever since. We put a lot of hours into this, huh? Especially Earl. No, Cletus, actually. I would say Cletus #1. I mean, this is like a,
Oh my goodness.
15-hour day every day?
It is a pretty long day every day.
All right, check it.
I gotta verify.
Okay. Yeah, verify it.
There we go.
Like
Now
I said,
we're verified.
We're just straight up live streaming.
Two-step authentication. How do you like that?
All right. Some of the behind the scenes. Breaking the fourth wall, man. Breaking the fourth wall. Breaking the fourth wall. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had Mel go down to MagicCon.
Oh, yeah.
She did send us some videos of her opening packs down there.
Mm-hmm.
She sent us all the cool spoilers via phone. And by the time that we could upload them, we already had full high-res stuff from Wizards of the Coast that we used.
Okay.
But she has been keeping us in the loop on what is going on in the world of Magic and the conventions.
Did she say anything detailed? Like, she had a good time, first of all.
Yeah, she
got
had
to meet some people.
She had a really good time for sure.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, let's go on our MTG Live thing. All right.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, they can barely see you.
That's good.
All right. Very cool.
That's good. We do not need to see me.
Yes, we do. Come on, man. You look goofy. There you go.
Here we go.
All right. Yeah.
See what kind of a delay we have right here.
Okay. Very cool. Yeah, we're just checking this out. It just like a last minute idea. It's like, okay, we didn't ask anybody. We're just, hey man, we got the buttons and we're in the place.
So in all actuality, we joined a YouTube vertical live boot camp. And one of the requirements is that we do a vertical live stream for you guys and make sure that we know how to do it, kind of jump around and see what kind of silly stuff we can do with this. And, you know, we're going to figure it all out today. We probably should have done this as a private video and figured it out that way first.
We don't care.
But we want to include you guys.
That's right.
And we're all going to learn this together.
We want, so Earl is doing this, and we want to make sure he gets an A. In this class, does he get graded? Or?
I feel like I smell good.
I
I look like I smell good, and doggone it, I smell pretty dang good today.
Yeah, you do.
So,
you showered. Thank you. Thank you for that. What's new and well, yeah, while we're doing this live, and feel free to jump on there. What's all the hubbub on our? We have like all the players. We have like a group text thing, and everyone's talking about what in Magic right now. What's everybody all worried about and worked up about?
They had a Cactuar for Final Fantasy that they just kind of spoiled, and this thing will get plus 9,999
Okay.
On its attack on the attack. But it costs 7 mana. It doesn't come with haste. You're gonna have to protect it to be able to get it out there and use it. There's lots of people saying this is the end of Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. We've had creatures that'll just lose you the game when they hit you before, and they didn't stop the game from happening.
And it's not a good month without some. Oh my God, the game is broken.
Yeah, and it seems like with all the sets coming out that every set has that 1 or 2 cards that people are like, this is the death of Magic the Gathering, and I would like to see more Magic the Gathering lore in Magic the Gathering instead of all these Universes Beyond IP sets.
Right.
But Tarkir Dragonstorm is coming out in like a month, less than a month. And that is actually Magic the Gathering lore. And so I'm really excited about that set. After that, they have Final Fantasy, and I know everybody's excited about that set. I spent so much of my childhood playing Final Fantasy games, and I had a lot of fun doing it. All the characters are super nostalgic for me, so
cool.
And then they announced that they're going to be putting the price of this way up. So you're going to have money at that time to get into the Final Fantasy thing. I'm hoping I can save enough to get my Final Fantasy cards this time through. But what do you guys think? Are you excited about the Final Fantasy? Are you excited about the Tarkir Dragonstorm? Or after those 2 sets, we have the Edge of Eternities, and that should be more Magic the Gathering lore, but kind of, I think, in a space setting. So that might be weird, but it might be cool too. I know that they're planning on unlocking Ujin and Nicole Bolas in one of these sets, which would be great for the storyline, but then we jump into Final Fantasy and Spider-Man, so it's hard to really imagine how far the lore can go with that set.
Are they going to do breakfast cereals next? I mean, they're running out of IPs to...
Spider-Man in
smart,
space.
But yeah, it's kind of...
And we have lots of people that say, Magic the Gathering is over because they keep doing the Universes Beyond. But I feel like with each person that quits Magic the Gathering, they have 2 or 3 people that
on board,
love the new IP that they're using, whatever it is, Hatsune Miku cards. As you can tell, Butters is locked on the Hatsune Miku stuff, and it brings him back every time into buying cards again. So I think that, yes, people will quit Magic because of this. There are so many sets coming out, and people will quit because of that. But for each person that quits, I think they're dragging in a couple new players to their player base as it is. So when you threaten that you'll quit Magic, I don't know or think that Wizards cares much.
You've already had a whole bunch of other stuff going on behind the scenes that you were thinking about quitting anyway. I highly doubt it's a game or a deal breaker with this particular thing. But that's like every single like I'm a D&D guy, but that's like anything. You have the conservative ones who are just like, hey, look, man, this isn't the D&D or Magic I grew up with. And then you have the other ones that are like, hey, this is kind of cool. Let's change it up a little bit, And so that's what I think you guys are going through. But that's pretty much the sentiment on that. What I got out of the group text is a lot of people going, oh, this is dumb. This is going to break it.
Yeah. And I think that that's exactly what every set brings to the table is a couple more cards that are a little more powerful than the last ones. and you're going to have everybody up in arms about it. Even with the Ether Drift that we had just opened on the channel. That set, everybody's like, oh, it's so stupid. It actually turned out to be a really fun set. The need for speed mechanic or start your engines mechanic and having the max speed, that was a little slower than people would have liked. Especially for a set that it's built around speed, to have it last 4 turns before you can actually utilize any of that. In a lot of the more competitive games, on turn 4, the game should be pretty much over at that point and decided. So I think that there are a lot of fun cards in Aether Drift. I didn't buy a whole lot of it, but the cards that I really wanted is the Spectacular Pileup. It was the board wipe that takes away Indestructible and then blows up all the creatures. And I really am a big fan of board wipes, and I don't mind when I'm getting outclassed, because I will just blow up everything and watch everyone's spirit get crushed.
You are notorious for that. Yes.
The other card that I really wanted out of the set is Unstoppable Plan. It lets you untap everything that's not a land at the beginning of your end step. And I've gotten a chance to play with it a little bit, and it is a really powerful card. I think that if I would buy anything from the set, I would probably buy 10 Unstoppable Plans, because it could slot into any deck that takes blue. And I would probably buy a couple more of the Spectacular Pileup, the board wipes, because that is just such a powerful board wipe, and it has the ability to cycle if you don't need it. It's just really diverse in what it can do. What cards from Ether Drift did you guys think were super awesome? Like, what was the main thing you were after? Was it just the Aether
vibe?
Yeah.
About the whole thing, yeah.
Or did you just say, hey, this set's dumb, it's not what I was expecting, and I didn't want to buy it, so you skipped it? I know a lot of people did that. The pre-release over at Dawnfather Games this time was a little bit smaller than it usually is, but I have a feeling that for Tarkir Dragonstorm and Final Fantasy, there's going to be a lot of excitement built around those sets, and I feel like it's going to come back. Those game stores are going to be packed for your pre-releases, and I'm excited to be a part of that. You know, we're in some sketchy territory right now with Magic the Gathering making so many changes, and I do like the old Magic the Gathering lore, but I'm excited to see what's going to happen with all of these Universes Beyond sets when everybody's playing Spider-Man characters.
Right.
They've got like a SpongeBob Secret Lair coming out, and I don't know, I kind of want to buy a SpongeBob card just so I can beat somebody with it.
Sure.
But at the same time, you know, is it too much? Is it not enough? Is it... I think that, in my opinion, they would do a few more Magic the Gathering lore style sets per year and less of the Universes Beyond, because they went from 0 to 60 in no time flat. It was like, we're gonna let you see one of the Universes Beyond sets, and then after that it was, we're gonna do 50% Universes Beyond sets. And I'm not complaining, but I do like that Magic the Gathering lore. That's what got me into the game, and I think that that's what kept me in the game. I'm not saying I'm going to leave. I'm going to sit here and we're going to try it out and see what these new sets bring to the table. The next 2 sets are really exciting, actually, and I thought that they said something about at the end of the year this year we're going to get Avatar. So if you guys are excited about the Avatar character, the Avatar franchise, we're most likely getting an Avatar themed set.
So it's basically, so when we were doing the Jurassic Park, they're just going to continue down pretty much any entertainment IP.
Yep.
Ever? Okay.
And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Instead of doing 4 Hatsune Miku sets, I know that it has its place, it has its fans. We definitely saw that with Butters. He's so excited every time he gets that new Hatsune Miku drop in the mail from Secret Lair, and I'm just saying, where is my He-Man? Where is my G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers?
Let's go Predator on this. Might as well do Scooby-Doo at this point.
I'd like to see an Alien versus Predator.
There you go.
You know,
that actually would be kind of cool.
That would be a pretty cool addition
artwork
to the old Universes Beyond sets. What would you guys like to see? And don't say Universes Beyond Pornhub. We can't have that on here today.
Yeah.
And then I just
what do you even speak of? I've never heard of that before.
I don't know.
That's weird, man.
This is really good coffee.
It is. It's really, really awesome. No, and look, if you don't like something about one particular grand world-building thing like MTG is, just skip it and move on to the next one, or do your old stuff. I imagine if you were in charge of Wizards, what would you do? Would you expand the current, expand the old universe a little bit more? Probably. That's what you're saying. Or would you head over into Scooby-Doo style stuff? I don't know.
And another question I've got for you is if any of this stuff has made you quit Magic the Gathering and you're just stumbling upon this channel right now.
Yeah.
What game did you go to? Did you go to Dungeons and Dragons? Did you go to Yu-Gi-Oh?
Take a break from your current Magic group that you play with too. Sometimes you can all burn out.
No more tabletop games.
Right.
You only go to the casino and play blackjack and poker. We just want to know where's everybody going. I don't feel like we've lost a whole lot of people, but I do know that some people are stepping out of Magic the Gathering, and we're curious to know what game you are playing now. I know Dashner's been playing Lorcana secretly. He doesn't think we know, but we know.
We know,
Dashner. We know what you're doing.
We know what you're doing.
Doing Lorcana stuff over on the side. Yeah.
So what else is? Let's see. What's going on with the channel? I mean, we're in year 3. 2025 has been really exciting. Some of the changes. We have a new good friend over there at Arcane Fortress.
Yeah, Arcane Fortress.
Talk a little bit about that. This is exciting.
They decided to get a hold of us and let us know that they would love for us to be an affiliate for them.
Yeah.
And
about the channel, it'll be the first time
you'll know their deck boxes because they look like this on the inside, and there aren't too many deck boxes that look like that on the inside. With we learned microfiber inside and nanofiber leather outside. We learned that the hard way today.
And the artwork is done by a Wormtail.
Yes,
we learned
the artwork on this deck box specifically was done by Wormtail. I'm not sure if Wormtail does all of them, but definitely to be an artist and doing that kind of work, it's cool to be mentioned. And yeah, this is the Radiant 100 plus deck box.
Yeah. That's the one you've had for a month, and that's why it's all nicked up.
Yeah.
You chucked it on the studio.
I did. I chucked it around to check its durability, and it is durable. I think I made 1 nick, maybe 2 nicks in it. Yeah. But it still looks nice. It kept the cards protected the whole time. And this is my Dragon deck that's in here. So there's a lot of really expensive cards in this one.
It's really, really cool. Yeah.
And yeah, those dividers seem to keep it off the corners so you never bend up your sleeves. Right. So, and they match the inside artwork.
And that magnet will lick your finger off. It's awesome.
Yeah, so we are really happy and thankful to Arcane Fortress for reaching out to us. We definitely use the help on the channel. If you decide you want a deck box or anything like that, use our link in the description below.
That helps us,
And that helps us buy prizes for the channel, lots of giveaway support. And so we're looking forward to seeing what we can do, partnering up with Arcane Fortress on a couple of things.
I'm looking forward to it. And we just started that relationship, so more to come on that. Let's see, what else? Subscribers?
I would love to get a hold of, we need new MTG Casual Commander playmats. And I have checked out so many playmats, and I think I think that there's no other option but to go with jank mats right now.
Okay.
They have some of the coolest, thickest mats. I know that these ones came from, I don't know if I want to say.
Yeah, maybe hold off on
but
that. No takebacks.
But I do like these. They're just a lot thinner. They're not as big. And so I kind of want to feel like when we get these new mats, we've been using these for 3 years. We've got coffee stains on them.
Sure.
Probably some of Dashner or Butter's blood at some point. They might have got a nosebleed, or I don't remember the story or how it went down. But
Benny J got mad.
Yeah, it was.
The Goblin
We
King.
definitely got a couple smudges on these puppies. They need to be replaced. So we're gonna go. Definitely be talking to Jank Mats. I would love to do some kind of an affiliation with them because we definitely believe in their products.
Sure.
And I think everyone in our play group now uses Jank Mats now. So
Okay.
maybe we can get something together, order some new mats, and do a giveaway with some mats, and maybe we'll send these over to Zoltan for the live so he can have matching play mats over there.
There you go. Yeah, we'll do it up. Yeah, we'll do it up. Okay.
But yeah, that's it really. Is just we wanted to check out this vertical live. I might actually hop over there real quick and see if we can give Steve 3000 any cool filters. Maybe we'll do a live once a week. I know you wanted to start a podcast about Magic the Gathering, getting the players on here, kind of talking to them.
Yeah.
About
I'm a newbie, but I have so many questions, and if you go back to our old videos, the games we used to do like a halftime over at the bar over there, the MTG Casual Commander bar, and I had such a good time. I thought, well, hell, also we could talk to some of you content creators because the spin the wheel on Friday is a content creator of the week, man. That was we had no idea that was going to be such a hit, so nice job on that. But we've met so many friends, and it'd be great. Anyway, these are just some ideas for that. And maybe get a live, once a week maybe, or once every month, or twice a month. Get content creators on with us. And
yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. We're working on Discord. We're working on Spell Table, trying to gather up the right players for the game. And I think that you'll be really excited to see who we get a hold of and who we actually have in these games in the future.
A little bit more, anyway, to get more interactive with you, because that's why I donate all of our time and energy and a little bit of what we can.
All the love in the world
all the love
for
in the
you
world
guys.
For Shisha.
Man, that's good coffee, Steve.
You're welcome.
You're the best janitor in the
Comes from my
world.
backyard.
If you guys know a janitor that makes you coffee also, hire him on, because that's how that works.
Yeah.
So what else?
Yeah.
We're still looking for a few product creators that would like to join up on our tournament this summer.
Okay, so we can say that to that. I was waiting for it. I didn't want to.
Yeah, we have some really cool people. We got Savannah Lyon. He has sent us some stuff, not only for the players, for the first place, second place, third place, and the last place prize. And he sent us expensive cards for them too.
Yeah.
And we're
right
going to
over
definitely go over those and show you what he sent in. But he also sent some really cool, I believe it was Masquerade lands. They're basic lands, but they're foil, and that is back when they did the foil so good. These lands we're going to give these to the subscribers on behalf of Savannah Lyon. And then in addition to this tournament, we have been asking that we don't mind what prize support you'd like to send to us, but whatever it is, if you send 2, then we're going to go ahead and give 1 as a prize, and we're going to give 1 away as a giveaway. And hopefully we can get a lot more customers to your website and help out the product creators, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. We've kind of been thrown into a position here where we can either step on people's shoulders or help everybody out around us.
We opted for the latter.
Yeah,
and it's been great.
I would love to keep giving shout outs to all of the other channels.
Yep.
every Friday. Tomorrow I will work on spinning that wheel one more time, and we'll find a content creator of the week. Do you remember who our content creator this week was?
Was it Oz?
It wasn't Oz.
No, Oz was 2 weeks ago. I said, I congratulated him. See, we're on the spot because we're live here.
Yep.
Son of a... when you say it, it's going to kill me.
I know.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Oh, no, I'm going to take it slow and make you sweat.
No.
Everybody.
Okay, because I said, congratulations.
Yep.
I don't think I could kill time long enough. It's a dead block. Okay, where is it?
Well, then you have to tell the joke.
No, because that's misleading, the thumbnail, because I know how you work.
Yep, that's exactly
totally
right.
why you do that. Okay, where is it? Down below, just go to that.
Right here.
Right here. Okay. Steve 3000 said, what was it? I don't have my glasses on. I was trying to look all cool.
I'll just say it
Just
for
say
you.
it.
It's Tinker Guy.
Tinker.
And he is on a channel called Pay the One with a 3 on the end instead of an E.
Okay.
And we decided to kind of do this content wheel. We see a lot of channels that are struggling to get to that 100 mark, to that 1,000 mark.
Too.
And we've even got some bigger channels on our wheel that are 5 and 10,000, 20,000 even.
Yeah.
So
it's cool.
But each one of the channels on this wheel, we have taken great care to make sure that we're following them, that we check out their content on a regular basis, give them a like. It doesn't cost anything to comment on something that makes sense to you or doesn't make sense to you. And, as long as you're subscribed to these guys, like I said, it's free.
It helps everyone, and there's nothing to it. Yeah, our instinct is to not click on something. Well, I don't want to commit to anything. Nah, it's just hit a like, and God forbid you should go down below and start chatting. Come on now.
It helps the community
really
grow.
does.
That's what we got to do.
That's the beauty of the internet. It's not zero sum. In other words, somebody else doesn't have to lose for us to win. It's just the opposite. Let's grow together, man. And that's how we've been doing it, at least, and it feels better too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I was just noticing that you shaved and I forgot to shave.
Oh.
I should have shaved today.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, usually I'm a scruffy one. Okay.
But that's it, guys. We just have kind of a State of the Union for you.
Checking out this live stuff. This was kind of fun. We should do this more.
Yeah, they're doing
a little bit more of a heads up so we can interact and all that kind of stuff.
YouTube is doing some cool stuff with the content creators, trying to get a lot more of the vertical lives out there.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is that so many YouTube people hop right into those TikTok-like reels. I know that we do memes for you, usually once a day, and when you do a live on a vertical live, that shows up in that stream versus in all of the big old videos that nobody really goes through.
Cut, yeah.
Yeah, so as you're scrolling up through the next one and the next one, we could show up in that feed on this live.
Okay.
Whereas if you do the live horizontally, you're going to show up in the video section. So we really want to get down this live and as far as doing our first vertical live. And you might see more of these in the future right here from Dizzy Course Studios. We normally do Sunday lives at Flatline Studios with Zoltan Wallace. He's got the big red beard.
You can't miss him.
He's one of the players on the channel, and he has a studio that we do all of our live shooting from. But we just want to test out our capabilities, and we might be able to do a couple of cool lives if they work out vertically right here from Dizzy Course.
All right.
So
headquarters of the MTG Casual Commander, Shet 1 and Shet 2. We make it sound so big, don't we? We've been great at that.
So,
it's like a little closet, actually. No, totally kidding.
Yeah, we're hanging out in a closet, and there's actually walls on both sides of us, like right where this vertical live stops screen.
Yeah.
So
theater of the mind, man.
Yeah, whoever thought that we'd put a TV in a closet and a table? It's a big closet, but
it's a huge closet,
but it's not a giant room.
Yeah.
So we do try to make this look as big as possible. And we just want to know, is there anything that you guys want to see come up on the channel? Do you like the memes? Do you want more combos? I know we used to do a lot of combos, and we've kind of stalled back from that. As Casual Commander, we kind of didn't want to steer people into using the most dirty combos that they could at their casual table.
Right.
And that makes sense to me. We still have a few classes, but we've definitely taught a lot of people a lot of Magic the Gathering abilities with those. I'd like to finish out that, so we have a whole encyclopedia of every Magic the Gathering ability that you can just go and check it out, get a good fast explanation in under a minute, and know exactly what you're doing at the table.
And people are grooving on your memes. I mean, because we're reactive. I mean, if you guys really like a video, that's why the like. That's the only way we can kind of tell, like, oh wow, people are really grooving on the memes. So hence, all that. I had no idea that was gonna take that kind of direction. But
no, me either. It was just a couple of little silly videos at the beginning, and then now we've got people requesting that we do certain cards, and we spend a lot more time trying to do something well thought out instead of just slapping any video with any card and saying, there you go. We really try to make sure that it makes sense, at least to some people. And
then others are like, God.
To other people, we can't even spell it out for you. It's just going to go over your head because you weren't a part of that video, or you didn't know about that card.
Sure.
So we do want to make it generalized enough that our main viewer base understands it. But those outside people, they're going to watch it and say, what the heck does this even mean? And that's kind of the point. It's just a silly little way to do things while we wait for this tournament. We wait for everything to come together on that.
Yeah. That seems, God, I can't think of anything else.
We did a lot of player cards. We were spoiling a lot of player cards, and we took a little break from that. We had a lot of sassy people saying that we're using AI art on those, and so it was not art and it was garbage. And you know what? That's an opinion. I personally think that we used AI art, but we used the profiles of the players to generate that art. And then after everything was said and done, we put our cards into Photoshop, made sure that they didn't have 18 fingers anymore, made sure that they somewhat resembled the players as closely as we could, and we had a lot of time and work in those. So we're not trying to slosh out, garbage AI cards. I'm excited to get back to that, and we just took a break for a little bit because we had a lot of negative comments. We had a lot of positive comments too. But we're really trying our best to do this in a way that we can afford to do it. And we put a ton of time into those cards. Ask Shadow Proxies how much time he's put into those cards. It is a ton. So
hey, like I told you before, if you enjoy doing it, do it. And if you enjoy having it, have it. And if you don't, it's not your jam. It's not a big deal. But if you and Shadow Proxies like doing it, just keep doing it.
Yeah, no, I think we've got a lot of cards on his website at shadowproxies.com, and you can go there, you can check them out, you can purchase cards.
Sure.
I think that he was just starting off when we first talked, and we kind of asked him, how big of a job can you do? Will you do 4 whole decks for us? Now that's right off the bat, 400 proxy cards to figure out, and he doesn't use clamps and machines. He cuts each one out by hand. So it did take quite a while to get those all back to us. We're there now. I personally messed up the Butters card, so we're getting that one reprinted. And
that makes it a collector if you get. There's
only 3 of them in existence. There's new files in there as of today. So
a recall. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
we had a small recall on one of our cards.
That's funny.
And then
Did that with Butters.
we've also got all of the tokens that are going to go in the deck that we're
Mhm.
sending off, and
Sure.
we'll get a pile of tokens to go with the decks as well. So we're really excited about that last little piece,
Mhm.
getting into this tournament.
Mhm.
And what else?
I can't think of one other thing.
I think that we started this channel off
Mhm.
doing 3-player games,
Yeah.
and they took so long, and we added so many graphics that it was almost 250 hours of work time to produce a game.
You sitting in front of a computer, cut, chop, editing, all those different things. Yeah, I was absolutely amazed.
And
all-nighter after all-nighter,
just
you ended up in the hospital.
keep a score on
Yep.
everybody and keep their tallied stats all the way through the game.
Sure.
It was so cool, but it took so much work. And once we got on YouTube and checked this all out and decided, what's going to work and what's not going to work, everybody was asking for the shorter, smaller content.
Right.
So we are going to revisit. We've got value battles to do. We've got 4 sets of value battles that we have not even got into yet. But we want to run one of those right up to the tournament date. And the tournament, we're going to go back to the games, but now it's only going to be 2 players. There'll
Right.
be shorter games. And also, we'll be able to monitor and keep better tabs on the players, because we're making sure that with those Shadow Proxies decks, they all have the same exact
Right.
deck.
There's no more questions about
There's no, you
overpowering.
just had better
Yep.
cards than me.
You bought
or-
your way to a victory. None of that stuff.
Yep, this is all going to be a complete test, really.
Good are you at Magic? Yeah.
And hopefully these decks work out, because I put some really big time into not only finding the cards that we wanted to use, but then finding art that would work for them, matching it up, getting them to Shadow Proxies, and we just hope that everybody has as much fun with this tournament as we're going to have.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of time to edit these still, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. We're going to have a whole tournament of 16 players, and we're going to find out who our first MTG Casual Commander really is. And it's been a long time leading up to it. So
season 1 has lasted 3 years.
do you have any ideas on who you think might win this whole thing?
This whole thing, see, every time I guessed in the beginning when we did the long form games, I was always blown away.
You cursed somebody.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, if I said their name, they would lose. God, I'm trying to think. Who? In other words, what you're asking me, who do I think personally, and now going to tell everyone
If you could pick,
who is the
if you could
best
pick
player?
one player that you think is
boy.
going to win this whole tournament, who would you put your money on right now? Before any of the players.
They're gonna hate me.
Are they?
Yeah, because if I pick who I have in my head.
Well,
oh God!
I like everybody, but I'm going to say, Petey, I want you to win, man.
Okay.
Petey, if you can come through and just smash face all the way through to the top, I'm going for you. And you know what? I guess little Chris is on our team Devoid, so maybe we'll give him some props too.
See, and I was gonna go with the bad guy.
The bad guy?
Yeah, Joshy was probably. For some reason,
Everybody.
he gets sneakily quiet, and every time I've ever watched, that's. But then again, I don't know, man. Yeah, don't get your hopes up, and I hope I didn't just jinx it.
I mean, it could really be any one of the players, especially because there are no advantages. This will be a really cool test to see who can go through a casual tournament without putting really uncasual cards in their deck. So
well, seeing Gus will come along, but this is different for Gus because now he can't beat up on anybody with his carefully chosen judged lake.
Yeah, we do have a few players that are used to playing in a more competitive style scenario. And so when they come here, sometimes they feel like they have to dumb their decks down or they have to slow them down, or some of them don't care at all and they're just like, you're going to have to win on turn 5 or it's over.
All we care about is a good show, but they're like, fastest show ever, I'm out.
Yep. And so this time we have a little bit more pull on everybody staying at the same level because they're all going to be
That's what I liked about it.
That same deck.
Yeah. As a viewer and as a newbie to the...
But never ever fear. You can always get a hold of us. Let us know what you want to see on the channel. Let us know if there is a combo that you like. If we have requests on which meme cards that we do, you're more than welcome to do that. We're always here. We're making videos for you.
Yes.
So we aren't making videos so we can go home and watch ourselves on YouTube. I promise you that.
I'm watching the screen right now.
We want to bring you the most valuable content that we can. And so let us know what you want to see. Let us know what you want to learn. And we are here for you. And
MTG Casual Commander Team at gmail.com.
Yeah, you can always email us, MTG Casual Commander Team at gmail.com. We answer that regularly.
Community page, mtgcasualcommander.com. Yeah, definitely. And then check out,
And I guess the biggest final thing is that we need to do some kind of a giveaway because
it's been a while.
It's been a little while, but we're going on 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're over 4,000 on Facebook. We're right around 3,000 on TikTok, and Instagram is catching up fast with all of that. So I think we need to do a giveaway on each one of the platforms to thank you guys for all tuning in to us each week. It really means a lot. It helps the channel every time you hit that like button and every time you leave us a comment, even if it's a negative comment. It's still an interaction and it helps us. Yeah, YouTube does not care. But
come up with some idea, because we always try to do something really creative. I wonder, we'll have to think on that, but it's definitely coming soon. We should definitely do that. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, we appreciate you all and have a great week. We'll come back tomorrow with a content creator of the week for you.
Yeah, good
luck. And we probably need to get another Arcane Fortress video out if we want to make that a good partnership on our end.
Yep.
And then this weekend we're trying out both of the commander decks from Ether Drift. We're going to have Tyler with one deck and Tom with the other deck.
Okay.
And so we're going to have our very first 2-person live over at Flatline Studios in a very, very long time. And we'll see who can man their deck the best. And we'll do maybe...
Should be fun.
Yeah, let's do a 2 out of 3 on that and see, which deck is the better deck. I'm curious, but I want to go with zombies on that. The energy deck, it looks fun, it looks exciting, but that zombie deck just looked so cool. So we'll plan on seeing you for that on Sunday, live at 5 at Flatline Studios.
Yep.
And is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Nope. Just keep on coming back to the channel, interact how you can, and again, thank you for everything.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys.
Grow and grow. Let's keep getting better and better.
And until next time, we will see you later. MTG Casual Commander out. We're going to get in trouble for doing this live stream.